Hi guys, welcome back. Carlo Leone here again, and it's good to have you with me. Like I said last time, today we will be talking about VAT, your markup percentage, your gross margin percentage, and how to calculate all those things. Just one more thing I would like to mention, which I forgot to do with the last lesson, is on the description on this YouTube video there is an email address if you have any questions, so please feel free to email me and I will try and answer it as quickly and as best I possibly can. So first of all, let's get back to VAT. Now first of all, if you look at VAT, you've got this person who wants to basically start a business. So she buys a lot of stock, she needs internet, electricity, etc. Okay, now if she purchases from a registered VAT vendor, she will get a tax invoice. And on this tax invoice there will be a VAT amount, and that amount is you can claim back from SARS, and that is called VAT input. But now on the other hand, she's going to sell certain stuff like your trading inventory. She might provide a service of some kind like plumbing or whatever. And because she's a registered VAT vendor, she can add VAT to her invoices. Well, she actually must. And that is the VAT that she will have to pay back to SARS. Okay, and that is called VAT output. So just to recap this, your VAT input is the VAT from everything that you buy that has to keep your business running, and that VAT you can claim back from SARS, and then whatever she sells or whatever services she supplies, that money has to be paid back to SARS. So the one you claim, VAT input you can claim back, VAT output you need to pay back to SARS. Just the one thing, your VAT cannot be claimed if no tax invoice has been received. That's very important because you will have to prove to SARS that you actually did buy that stuff, and so that you don't end up in jail. Alright, so there's that. So we will be doing a few exercises and I will just show you how to calculate VAT. Okay, so first of all, if you have your whatever amount, let's say 10 rand, and you multiply that amount by 14%, that will give you your VAT amount. Okay, that will give you your VAT amount. So then obviously if you take your VAT exclusive amount plus your VAT amount, let's just write that down, your VAT exclusive amount plus your VAT amount will give you your VAT inclusive amount. This is not brain surgery. VAT inclusive, yeah, your VAT inclusive amount. If you have your VAT inclusive amount and you divide that by 1.14, that will give you your VAT exclusive amount. Okay, so your VAT amount will be your VAT inclusive minus your VAT exclusive amount. Okay, so that's just a few formulas of how you can get to your VAT amount, your VAT inclusive and your VAT exclusive amount. But don't worry, I know this looks a little bit daunting, but these are just formulas you can learn to help you get to those amounts a little bit faster. But now I'm going to show you a little VAT magic block. So let's draw our magic block. And I've got that and that. Then I've got my VAT exclusive, that is 100%. Your VAT percentage is 14%, and then your VAT inclusive will be 114%. Okay, so I'm going to look at, in my book, it's practice exercise 2B. So I will be doing a few examples from that. But having this block here, you can calculate your VAT exclusive amount, you can calculate your VAT percentage, and you can calculate your VAT inclusive amount. So in this one example, it gives you the VAT exclusive price of, I just want to get another, no, I don't need that, sorry, 439.45. Okay, so now you just fill in your VAT exclusive amount. Okay, now very important with the magic block, you need to make sure that you've got one full row of three. All three blocks on the one side, on one, must be completely filled in. Like this one, we've got the 100, the 14, and the 114. That's excellent. So in other words, this is the full block. So what you do is simple. You take the amount that you want. Oh, sorry, I'm pressing the wrong buttons here. Okay. So very simple. You take. Let's say you want to calculate your VAT percentage. So you take the amount you have, you divide it by the block that's completely filled in, and you multiply it by the one next to the column that you actually want. So you divide by the full block, so you always move to the full block, because you cannot divide to the other side because the other two are not filled in. We are still going to fill them in. So in other words, you say 439.45 divided by 100, because you take the one next to it, multiply. Let's say we want to calculate the VAT percent, or the VAT amount, sorry, that's the VAT amount, not percentage. The VAT amount, you multiply it by 14, and that will give you the amount, sorry about my mouth there, 61.52. Okay, 61.52, so that will be the VAT amount on that. So you divide it by the one that's full there, multiply it by the one you want. Now to calculate your VAT inclusive amount, you can do it two ways. You can either just add those two up. Remember, your VAT exclusive plus your VAT amount will give you your VAT inclusive amount. Or you can do it just the long way again and say 439.45 divided by the one that's full, 100, multiply by 114. And that will give you 500.97. Okay, so that's the one example. Let's look at another one. I'm not going to do the whole exercise, but just to show you a few of how to do these wonderful, wonderful calculations. Now in number 2, they give us the VAT inclusive price. So that'll be 9003.15. Okay, 9003.15. So that is not a problem. All we need to do is, let's say we want to calculate the VAT amount. So remember, this column is completely filled in. All three lines have been filled in. So you divide by the line that's full. So it's 9003.15 divided by 114, multiplied by the one you want, which is 14, and that gives you an amount of 1105.65. Now to get to your VAT exclusive amount, you can take that one minus that one, that will give you that one, or you can calculate it the other way of 9003.15 divided by 114 multiplied by 100, and which gives you an amount of 789750. And there you can calculate it. So use this magic block if you battle or there's something wrong. Just remember, this is always, because a VAT exclusive will always be 100% of your price. You add 14% to your price, so that will be 100. So the VAT inclusive amount will always be 114. Then you just fill in here what they give you and how to calculate it, and then we go from there. So simple as that. I will do one more. Let's do one more. I've done a VAT exclusive. So let's see. If they give me a VAT amount, they give me a VAT amount of 21, and they say I need to calculate the VAT exclusive amount. So the same story. We take 21 divided by 14 and we multiply it by 100. And that'll be 150. So once again, we can either just add those two up, which will be 171, or you can calculate it again. It will be 150 divided by 100 multiplied by 114. And that is also 171. Okay, so simple enough. Just an easy way to do all your VAT calculations. Use the magic block. Remember, the 100, the 14 and the 114 are all the same. Obviously, if you're living in another country like New Zealand, where the GST, they call it GST, is 15%, then that will be 100 plus 15. So that will be 115, but the principle of the amount of the block is exactly the same. Okay, I hope that we are happy with that. Are we all happy with that? Good. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to be talking about now is your markup and the gross margin. Okay, so first of all, when a profit amount is expressed as a percentage of the cost price, then the percentage is referred to as the markup percentage. And when the amount is expressed as a percentage of a selling price, then it is known as your gross margin. Okay, now people, now I'm going to teach you another magic block. Sorry, I just want to get all my papers organized here. Perfect. So let's do another magic block quickly. So we've got our cost price plus your profit gives you your selling price. Now please remember that this magic block only works VAT exclusive. Why do I say that? Because you don't add your VAT, you don't add your VAT to your cost price. You first take your cost price, you add your profit, and then you get your selling price, and you only add your VAT to the selling price. Okay, so in other words, this magic block works VAT exclusive. So I'm going to be doing a little exercise a little bit later where we're going to combine the VAT magic block with this magic block to arrive at certain answers. Okay, so first of all, let's say this is your markup percentage and this will be your gross margin percentage. Alright, now I just want to get my red pen. I should have used this one earlier as well. So this one will always be 100 and this one will always be 100. Okay. Sorry. Oh, my paper's off. Okay. So let's see now. I'm actually missing a block there. Sorry guys. Okay. I need 3. Okay. Alright, so this will be the amount. This will be your markup percentage. And this will be your gross margin percentage. Okay. So now, like I said, your markup percentage is 100. And then in your gross margin, this is 100. And that stays like that. So you've already got those two amounts. Sorry, I dropped my pen. Okay. So we need to be able to calculate what is actually happening here. Now remember, that one plus that one gives you that one, because your cost price plus your profit gives you your selling price, and that one minus that one will give you your gross margin. Alright. Okay, so let's look at our first little example. Okay, so we've got your cost price right over here. So let's put that in. Oh, sorry, let me just check. The cost price, I say, is 100. They say here that your markup on cost is 10%. Am I right? So we can already add that up. 100 plus 10 is 110. And then they want us to calculate your profit, and they want us to calculate the selling price. Now this works exactly like the VAT magic block. Now what did we say with the VAT magic block? Number one, you need to have one line that's at least completely filled up. Am I right? That's all three items are filled in, and we've got that. We've got 100, we've got a 10, 110. And since they are not asking for the gross margin, we can forget about this one. We can completely forget about that one. So we're just going to work with those two. They're not asking for a gross margin yet. In the next exercise we will be talking about the gross margin. Alright, so first of all, what did we see? What did we say? We say we divide by the line that's full, or the column that's full. So we've got 100 divided by 100 multiplied by 10. So in other words, profit is 10 Rand, and that's actually the same. So you can imagine that this one is 110. Alright, so you can either add it up, or you can just say 100 divided by 100 multiplied by 110. So let's do another example quickly. Okay. So let's look. The next one, they say 25%. So we change, and they say, oh, it's a markup on cost. Remember, when they say a markup on cost, you know it's that markup percentage. If it's a markup on selling price, you will calculate your gross margin. Alright, so this example says they give us 25%, and they give us the selling price of 500. And they tell us we must calculate the cost price, and we need to calculate the profit. So first of all, we need a column that's completely filled in. So we've got two there, so we can add those up. And once again, we divide by the column that's full in the one that's right next to it. So it's 500 divided by 125, and let's calculate the profit. So we multiply it by 25, and that gives you 100. Am I right? I am right. So now you can either just say 500 minus 100 is 400, or you can say 500 divided by 125 multiplied by 100, and that gives you 400. Are we happy with that? Good. Let's do one more example, and then we're going to go on to the big exercise. Well, not the big exercise, but biggish exercise. Alright, so now let's do the last one here. Okay, they give us the, what do they give us? Sorry. Okay, they give us the profit amount is 4,000. They give us the selling price is 8,000. And then they tell us we need to calculate the cost price and we need to calculate the markup percentage. So this is quite easy. So we've got 8,000. So we know that plus that gives you that. So 8,000 minus 4,000 gives you 4,000. And as you can see, now we've got a full line. And that's exactly what we want, to be able to calculate the markup percentage. And we've already calculated the cost price. Okay, so let's do that quickly. So remember, now because these three, or this is filled in completely now, that's what we will be working on. So now remember, you divide it by the column that's full. So in other words, it's 100 divided by 4,000 and you multiply by 4,000. And that gives you 100. So in other words, they made 100%. They had 100% markup on that product. All right. So see, any way it can go, as long as you do your magic block. Remember, the markup percentage, your cost price is always 100 on your selling price. When you work up with your gross margin, that's always 100. And you divide by the block that's completely filled in, all three of them, and multiply by the one that you would like to calculate. Is that simple enough? Well, I hope so. Remember, do throw me an email if you do battle with this, and I will try and explain it a little bit differently. But now I quickly want to do one more exercise, which is also an exercise in the textbook. This is going to give me some time to just quickly get all this stuff on the board. Okay, so this will be, okay, how many columns do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need, okay. Now I'm lying, 6. Let's just start here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. Here I'm going to use my red pen. Okay. So now we've got the manufacturer, the wholesaler, and the retailer. Okay. Happiness. Then we've got the cost price, the cost price, including VAT. Then we've got the selling price, including VAT. Selling price including VAT. Then we've got the gross profit. And remember, gross profit, profit is added VAT exclusive. So I'm just going to write it in. It's VAT, that must be a VAT exclusive amount, because your profit is, because you have your cost price plus your profit, which gives you your selling price, and on your selling price you add the VAT. So remember, your gross profit, VAT exclusive. Then you have your markup percentage, and then you have your gross margin percentage. Okay, and then they give 2508 here, and then the selling price is 3511.2. What else do they give us? They give us the gross profit is 1026.67. 1026.67, and that's all they give us there. Interesting. And then the last one, they only give us 16 and 2/3, so that will be 16.6666. Oh, yeah. Okay. And now all the empty spaces, they want us to calculate. Okay, now I am going to need a little bit of space here at the bottom. So here's our block. And now also, hope you guys can see okay on the board. There we go. Alright. Alright. Oh, I can't believe we're almost done with this one. But this just takes a lot of practice. Okay. Now, okay, we need a gross profit. So first of all, let's do the gross profit. Okay. So which magic block are we going to use? Well, first of all, okay, let's just do that. So we've got the cost price. Oh, sorry, I'm going to use my black pen. I'll just make life a bit easier. Okay, so I've got my cost price. I've got my profit. And I've got my selling price. Okay. So here I've got my rand value. Here I've got my markup percentage. And here I've got my gross margin percentage. So remember, what did we say? Don't forget. 100, 100, that will always be there. Okay, so what do we know about this? We've got the cost price including VAT. Is that the amount that we're going to fill in there? What did we learn about, number one, the magic block? The magic block always work VAT exclusive. Alright, so now I have to use the other magic block as well. So now I've got my VAT exclusive, my VAT amount, and my VAT inclusive amount. So let's just do the block. Okay. And there we go. So what do we know? The VAT exclusive amount is always 100. It's 14 and it's 114. Okay, so now I've got both my magic blocks, and you know what I did while I studied? I actually did this. I made a whole lot of these blocks on a piece of paper so that I don't have to draw them the whole time. So for both of them, this is my VAT one, and this is the gross profit one, or the profit and the gross margin one. So just do that, and then you don't have to redo it the whole time and draw the blocks, because drawing these blocks really do take quite a bit of time. Alright, so let's have a look. Let's start with this, because I want to finish this block. So point number one, okay, I need the cost price. Am I right? But this is including VAT, so I first need to get rid of the VAT. Okay, so the VAT inclusive amount is 25. Excuse me. Yeah, it's 2508. Okay, so let's use this magic block quickly and just calculate that. So it's 2508 divided by the line that's full, 114, multiplied by 100, because I want to calculate the VAT exclusive amount. And that then is 2200. So now I've got the VAT exclusive cost price, and that'll be 2200. Alright. Okay, so now we've got that. Now I've got the VAT inclusive selling price. Okay. Let's just wipe that. Got the VAT inclusive selling price. which is 3511.20. Alright, I need to get the VAT exclusive selling price to use my magic block. So it's 3511.20 divided by 114 multiplied by 100. That will be 3080. Okay, so now I've got the selling price. 3080. Are we good? I think we are good. So now we need to calculate the profit. So how do we do that? We haven't got a full block anywhere else. So we just use our plain maths, and that is 3080 minus 2200. 3080 minus 2200, and that gives you 880. And remember, your gross profit is always VAT exclusive, so it's the VAT exclusive amount that we're going to put in here. So it's 880. But now they ask us, we need to calculate the markup percentage and the gross margin percentage. Luckily now we have got a full block, so we can work with that. The markup percentage is there, and remember, we divide it by the line that's full. So it's 100 divided by 2200 multiplied, we want to calculate the gross margin percentage, multiplied by 880, and that gives us 40. So in other words, the markup percentage is 40. And if you want, you can just complete that line, that'll be 140. So now to calculate the gross margin percentage is actually easier. It's much easier. Now you've got two blocks you can actually work with. You can either say 100 divided by 140 multiplied by 40, or you can say 100 divided by 3080 multiplied by 880, and that will give you the same answer. So let's just do it this way: 100 divided by 140 multiplied by 40, and that gives you 28.57. So let's put that in. 28.57. Are we good with that? That was easy enough. Alright. So now in the next line, they only give us our VAT exclusive gross profit. Okay. But now the wholesaler buys it from the manufacturer for that price. So look here. Now we've got that already. 3511.20. That's easy enough. 3511.20. And now we need to calculate the selling price. The selling price including VAT. But what do we know about the gross profit? That's excluding VAT. So what on earth are we going to do now? Alright, well, let's do this quickly. Okay, I just want to double check. Alright, so now we need to calculate once again the VAT exclusive cost price, but we've already done that there. You see, we've already calculated the VAT exclusive cost price of 3511.20, and we found that is 3080. So to get to the selling price including VAT, okay, we need to take 3080, let's just write this there, 3080 plus 1026.67. Am I right? So that then is 3080 plus 1026.67, which gives us 4106.67. Okay, so in other words, your cost price plus your VAT exclusive cost price plus your profit gives you 1406. But now we need to add the VAT to that. So let's quickly do that. Oh, this is a mouthful, isn't it? Okay, so we've got the VAT exclusive amount there. So that'll be 4106.67. Okay, so let's quickly calculate then the VAT inclusive selling price, which is, we divided by the column that's full, so it's 4106.67 divided by 100 multiplied by 114. And that gives you 4681.63. Let's just see, am I right? Yes, I am. Excellent. So that'll be 60, not 63, 60. I just looked a bit wrong on the calculator. Alright, so now we've got all this information, and now we need to calculate the markup percentage and the gross margin percentage. Okay, so let's see. Let's do this thing. So first of all, we need the VAT exclusive amount, and that we've already got. The VAT exclusive amount for this one, so I'm just going to write it in here, is 3080. So that'll be the cost price. Okay, so that'll be 3080. Okay, 3080. We know that the profit is 1026.67. So then the selling price will be that one plus that one, or what we've already calculated here. It's the same thing. It's 4106.67. Alright. And now once again, how easy is that? Now we've got this beautiful full column, and we can do it. Remember, we divide by the column that's full, and we've got the 100, so it's 100 divided by 3080 multiplied. What are we trying to calculate? The markup percentage, so we multiply it by 1026.67. And that'll be 33 and a third, or 33.33%. Alright. And now once again, okay, now we've actually got another full one, so we can use either one. But remember, we're working with gross margin, so the one you're not using, ignore it, ne? So it's 100, I'm going to work with this one, divided by 4106.67, multiply by 1026.67, and that'll give you 25%. Okay, so we've got this one, that's 33.33, and this one will be 25%, your gross margin percentage. Awesomeness! Okay, I just want to write something down. Okay, that is the VAT exclusive amount for that one. Then I've got the VAT exclusive amount for that. I just want to write it in because I'm going to use it now. 0.67. Okay, so now in the next line, all they gave us is the gross margin percentage. Wow. Okay, well, let me just wipe here. Done. Alright, so let's quickly have a look. So what did they give us? They gave us the gross margin percentage only. Okay, and that is 16.66666. Anyway, it's carrying on. Alright, so now we need to, let's see one thing. Okay, the retailer buys it at the VAT inclusive selling price of there, so that amount comes down here, 4681.60. Happiness. I think I'm happy. Okay. So now 100 minus 16, whatever that thing, and that gives you 83.3333. Okay, so at least now we've got one full line. Okay, so we have got the cost price of 4681.60, but that is VAT inclusive. The VAT exclusive amount is that we've already calculated. So that'll be 4106.67. Okay, now as long as we've got an amount there, we can calculate everything else from there. Actually, from here we would have been able to calculate the markup percentage already by taking that divided by 100, 100 divided by your gross margin, because remember you divide by the column that's full, so 100 divided by that multiplied by that, so that will already have given us our markup percentage. But so let's quickly see how we're going to do this now. Okay, so we need to calculate our profit amount. So let's do that quickly. So it's 4106.67 divided by, because we divide by the one that's full, it's 83.33333, and we multiply it, we want to calculate the profit, by 16.666666, and that gives you 821.33. So that'll be 821.33. So our profit is 821.33. Alright, and now from here we can calculate the selling price. So let's see, I'm going to use this one again. So it's 4106.67. 4106 divided by, we're going to use that one, divided by 83.333333 multiplied by 100. And that'll give you 4928. So I want to check, am I right? Yes, I am. 4928. So now we've got the selling price, but remember the cost price, the magic block works VAT exclusive, they want a VAT inclusive selling price. So now we've got here 4928. And now using the VAT magic block, we can calculate the VAT inclusive amount, which is 4928 divided by 100 multiplied by 114. And that gives you the amount of 5617.92. 5617. Okay, and now last but not least, we need to calculate your markup percentage, and we've got two full columns, so you can use any one. I'm going to use that one, and we divide it by the column that's full, so it's 100 divided by 4106.67 multiplied by, we want to calculate the profit, the markup percentage, 821.33. That gives you 20%, and that is that. So as you can see, it just takes practice, but I want to tell you, make templates of these magic blocks. It will just make it easier for you to complete them and to fill it in, and yeah, and just keep practicing it. We did a few exercises. Remember, feel free to email me if you've got a problem or you've got a question. You're more than welcome to. And the next movie I'm going to make, or the next lesson I will give, will be on recording cash transactions, where we will be talking about the journals, what you do in that journal, how do you know which journal to use. So I hope that will help anybody. So cheers, thank you for being with me. Bye.